Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to Monday, May 9, 2022, 9 a.m. sharp, less than 30 minutes for the market to open and getting ready for a new day, new week, and hope to find you all well. So hope that you had a great weekend with some time to relax and clear a little bit the mind after last week. Pretty much crazy week. It was a Fed week on Wednesday. The action all over the place with a big short squeeze after the Fed. Just to give it all back and more to close the week. And very ugly action with the all over the place. Ugly action for the swing trading, but intraday, and this is a market to trade. Take trades is usually what I've been saying. Take trades either up or down. Really don't care. Just take trades to try to generate cash flow on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. So right now, looking for the charts, we are watching NASDAQ futures. It's currently down 2% this morning. It's ugly, but not falling apart. We can go all the way to 5-6% down. Why not? Yes, we can. But we need to see it, okay? SP 500 is down 1.58% this morning, and the Dow down 1.2%. So yeah, we have room for downside, but once again, we need to see it. We making a quick review from last week. Basically, we started last week with a bullish reversal candle on Monday for a 1, 2, 3 days. Here on Wednesday, we shorted the open. If you remember, we short AMD after the report. We shorted it for the gap fill. It worked very well. Then we got after the Fed, and when Mr. Powell was speaking, we got IWM calls, and those basically from 1 to 4, okay, they gone all the way into 6. I closed at 4 from $1, so it was a very nice trade on those calls. And just to give it all back here on Thursday, giving all back with a follow-through continuation for downside. And from here, I got some calls stopped on Apple. I was looking for 21-day moving average to hold. That did not hold. And then we flipped bearish into Facebook and Boeing and some other names, and that worked well. On Friday, we shorted out of the gate. We shorted Tesla, but we are going into that in a couple of minutes, and that gave the cash flow to close the week. Now we are opening down, okay. So what I want to see, and if you look into your right side on the charts, what we are seeing, we're seeing that NASDAQ pretty much put a low on the day. They bounce, they put a high, put a low, put another high. Now I want to see if they are able to hold this area. Okay, bears need to push it back below and roll over, make new lows on the day, on the week, on the year. We are making new lows on the year, so that's for the bear case. But if they hold somehow, if they hold this level, watch for a possible attempt to reverse back up. Okay, we need way more, okay, and give an oversold bounce. We are on day 3, 1, 2, 3 days. Day 3, usually what I suggest is day 3, 4. If you are short, keep trimming your gains. Remember here, 1, 2, 3, day 4 it bounce, okay, 1, 2, 3, pause, and 1, 2, 3 and bounce. So yeah, we are on day 3. So today let's see where we will find some short covering from the lows, and if we can have a scalp, or if we go down first before the bounce. So, and for that we need clues. We need to look for the leaders. Apple, it's one of those names that I'll be looking. Apple right now 153.7, so gapping below 154.1, below Friday lows, okay. And 153 is a big, it's a big level. It's basically the level from last Monday, okay, 1 week ago. So we gone up, we go down, but basically staying flat in 1 week. Okay, so basically we were exactly on the same spot 1 week ago. Okay, so we cannot get much bearish, we cannot get much bullish. So yeah, we have some round trips here between the range. But yeah, the trend, since we break down here, the trend, and since the March bull run that I did not chase, and every single day I was saying, everyone, do not chase, please do not chase. And yeah, because I was expecting something like this. And since we break down below the 8 and 21 day moving average, yeah, we are on the bear trend, but that does not mean that we cannot have 1, 2, 3 days bounce to clear the oversold conditions. Okay, bears needs below 153, below 153 on Apple. We have 150. That's my next level. It's from the March lows, and also it's this year lows, okay, 150, and that's something that I'll be looking. If it breaks and stays below 153, you watch 150 and probably new lows for the year, and from there can give an oversold bounce. Okay, supply zones and levels for a possible fade. If it bounce, we have 156, okay, 156, that's the first spot, and above that 159, that's a big supply zone. Okay, Friday highs, that's a big supply zone. They tried several times on Friday, rejected here, once again here, once again here, and another one. Okay, so that's a big supply zone for a possible fade. I'll be looking also for the semis. AMD is trying to hold 92. I want to see if, and it's exactly as you are seeing right now, the bid on the level to 90 to 90. We have the 8-day moving average at 90 to 92. So yeah, machine is working well. What I want to see, if it breaks below 90 to 9, I want to be looking $90, and below that 84, 85. That's the next spot. So yeah, we have below 92, we have $5 to $7 pullback here. If, okay, it's an if it break down and stay below 90 to 9. So that's something that I'll be looking. Boeing also from last week on Thursday, okay, it gave a nice short. Okay, I highlighted here a short at when the price was at 157. Nice short, 157, right now 145, $12 here pullback. Gapping a little bit below Friday lows, below 145.85. We have last Monday lows 143, and below that new lows for the year. Okay, so yeah, market pretty much pulling back and making new lows for the year. Baba, it's another name that I highlighted last week. Okay, I've been pretty much bearish on Baba. We scalped some nice puts on Baba. It's giving a nice downside follow-through continuation. Last week I highlighted breakdown below 98. You watch $90 gap to fill. It filled the gap on Friday. Right now gapping down below Friday lows. If extends for downside, we have $81, $82 to watch. So if you are short from the trigger from last week, breakdown below 98, you should be trimming some of the gains. We have more than $10 here pullback and profits per share, so you should be trimming, cap your gains, adjust your stops just to cap your profits. Okay, Facebook also, it has been giving very nice trades on Facebook. It's gapping down this morning below 201. It break down below the 8 and 21 day moving average on Friday. What I want to see, 198 first level. Okay, 198 first level. If it holds and bounce, can fill the gap at 201, but I'm keeping the bear case while the price below 206, 209. On Friday they tried several times, okay, several times 209. It got rejected every single time at 209. So 209 is my supply zone. I will only be bullish if price goes above 209 for some miracle. Okay, otherwise below 198, if it breaks down below 198, I'll be looking 192, 193. That's the level before entering a big gap all the way into 181. That's the earnings gap, and if it enters, that can go very, very ugly. So something to keep on watch. IWM making new lows for the year. It made new lows for the year on Friday. Right now 180, trying to hold 180. 180 is my level. Okay, 180 is my level. If it holds here 1, 2 days, today's day 3, can give here an oversold bounce. 184 is a big supply zone. 184, 185, that's a big supply zone. for a fade, okay? I will be looking 180 if it's going to hold. If it breaks down below 180, we have all the way into 177, 175, that's the next levels. But once again, on the way down, you should be trimming your gains. Remember here, 1, 2, 3 days pause, okay? 1, 2, 3 days pause, 1, 2, today's day 3. So on day 3, day 4, you look for a pause and an oversold bounce to clear the oversold conditions. I'll be looking also for Microsoft. Microsoft is making right now on the pre-market new lows for the year. Finally break down below 270. 270 to the penny was the biggest support, and right now below 270. I want to see if bulls are able to push it back right now to 68, to push it back into above 270 to fill the gap at 271.2, and from there we will reevaluate. But if they're not able to push it back above 270, I have levels all the way into 265, that's the next spot, and below that 260 for new lows for the year. So, yep, keeping on watch here to give a clue on the sentiment. Netflix, also new lows for the year, 1758, it was on Friday. I want to see if they hold 175, give an oversold bounce, but for now keeping the bear case intact. That does not mean that we cannot have an oversold bounce. Yeah, we can, but needs above, in my opinion, above 186, okay? 185, 186, that's the level for an oversold bounce, needs above to go all the way into 190, 195 can be a spot. But if they are not able to hold 175, say bye-bye, can go all the way $10 down from here, and not trying to catch the knife, so just keeping on watch. NVDA, it's another name that I'll be looking. Why? It made new lows for the year on Friday. I want to see 180 is the level on the pre-market. I want to see if 180 is going to hold. And if it holds, can play some range here. I will only be bullish if for some miracle price goes above 195. Not expecting that, but anything can happen on this market. I will only be bullish above 195. Otherwise, if it breaks down below 180, it can go all the way, hold over $5, $10 down all the way into 175, 170. So keeping also that on watch. Of course, on watch, it will be the cubes. The cubes already made new lows for the year on the pre-market. 303 right now. The biggest level is around $300. So I want to see if they hold 303 and fill the gap at 305. Okay, 305 is the gap. But if they break below 303, we have $299, $300 as the next biggest level. Same thing that I told you about the rest. If you are short, you should be trimming your gains, in my opinion, and adjust your stops to cap your profits. Why? Exactly the same thing. We have 1, 2 days, 3 day pause. Okay, 1, 2 days, day 3 pause. 1, 2 days, day 3. So yeah, we can have here an oversold bounce. We are getting oversold readings. The question is if they will clear the oversold conditions out of the gate and bounce, or if they push it down, fade some more, make new lows, and from there it gives the oversold bounce. So that's the biggest question right now, what they are going to do, if that's the action, right into the bell or not. On the SPY, exactly the same thing, 405. It new lows on the year on the pre-market. 405 is a big level, okay, it retested here on Friday and bounced. 405 lows of the year. Right now I want to see 405 holds. If it does not hold, the next level 399, $400 is the next level for the bounce. But same thing as the rest, if you are short, you should be trimming your gains on the way, in my opinion. Resistance, if it holds 405, okay, if it holds 405, it has some resistance all the way into 410, 411. That's a supply zone, in my opinion, if it gives that oversold bounce. Tesla, it will be a focus. Tesla, it was a beautiful trade on Friday. Basically, we shorted Tesla out of the gate here, this candle here that you see on your right side, 9:30 a.m. with the puts out of the gate, and it was a magical trade. Basically, I started buying above 6, I bought it all the way into $7, and in 10 minutes I was selling all the way above 26, from $7, $6.50 it was my average, but my last buy was around $7, from $7 all the way into $26 in 10 minutes. That's record you can watch on my YouTube channel, the recording from the session. It was a beautiful trade, so congratulations everyone. Now what? It's gapping down, 843. I want to see if 834 it's going to hold, 834, 835. If it holds, and if it bounces once again to clear the oversold condition, first looking 843 level to fill the gap. Above that we have a supply zone. Don't forget we shorted here on Friday. They retested once again some hours later, but this is the supply zone. So 888 is the level for the fade if they go for an oversold bounce. But if it breaks below 830, I'll be looking at 821. That's pretty much the lows, and below that, watch out for a move below $800. So I'll be looking here for clues on Tesla. I'll be looking for clues on Microsoft that's making new lows for the year. I'll be looking for Apple. I'll be looking for some of those names if they are able to give an oversold bounce. And when they are going to do it, it will be right after the market open. Oversold bounce, clear the oversold conditions, fills the morning gap. Or are they going to sell it the open, put new lows for the first 15-30 minutes of the session, and from there give the oversold bounce? That's the question mark right now that we need to answer. Look, going back into NASDAQ, we are seeing right now that NASDAQ is still holding, okay? Is still holding. This is giving some clues. Is still holding, if you see in your right side on the intraday chart, is still holding the lows. So I have the first support, I have the second support. We cannot get much bearish while we are above these supports, okay? Bulls need to follow through continuation, need to go above the next level and go from a red to green move to fill the morning gaps. And bears pretty much need to break below the first one, need to break below and stay below the second one, roll over, make new lows on the year, okay? So I'll be open-minded. I don't like to chase when we are chase the moves down or up, when we are on day 3, 4 on the move. So I'll be trying to look for opportunities. The big question is when we are going to oversold out to clear the oversold conditions. Early in the morning, later in the day, tomorrow, day 3, 4, when it's going to happen, okay? That's the biggest question mark. The easy part of the trading, in my opinion, is gone. When in the first 30 minutes of Thursday, okay, when I got stopped twice on Apple, when I was a little bit stubborn and I was expecting NASDAQ to hold half of the Wednesday move, okay, and that did not happen. I flipped bearish, okay, and if you notice, I played Facebook, I highlighted buying, I got buying puts, I got Facebook puts, so I was looking for downside, and on Friday I got out of the gate Tesla puts. That was a little bit easier. Trading is never easy, but it was a little bit easier. Right now, not that much. I don't like to chase the move down, but yeah, we have room to go down. I don't like to try to catch the falling knife. So I'll try to wait for the first couple of seconds or minutes to try to figure out what they are going to do. Oversold bounce to fill this morning gap, or down and from there the oversold bounce. We wait to see, my friends. So it's early in the morning, early in the week. We have plenty of days left, 9:18 in the morning. I hope that you manage your risk very wisely. Be very careful. There's no time to be on euro, to try to catch the knife. We are on the bear market on the short term. On the long term, who knows? No one can really predict what the hell is going to happen in 5-10 years from now. But on the short term, short mid-term, yeah, we are on the bear camp, but that does not mean it will go on straight line down, okay? We have bounces as we saw last 2 weeks, as we saw here. We have bounces on the way for 1, 2, 3 days. okay, and that can also give very nice cash flow. So but the trend for now is pretty much intact for downside, so be very careful and play safe. And thank you all for watching. Please give a like to the video, subscribe to the channel. It's free. I'm doing this from Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. sharp, trying to help the traders community. This is a tough market, tough environment. I'm giving you the levels, what I'm doing, okay, and I will trade based on the levels that I give you here. So hope this video helps you. Okay, with this said, time to go. 9:19, less than 11 minutes for the market to open. Stay safe. See you all tomorrow, 9 a.m. sharp. Thank you. Bye bye, everyone.